All right, so this is a special video. I know I need to apologize to everybody because you've been waiting for more of the BunkFit videos to come out. My problem is that is the editing. I can shoot all the video and all that. I'm gonna have to either get some help or do something about the editing. It just takes me too long. I'm new at it. I don't exactly know everything I'm doing. It takes me 3 or 4 hours. I live off grid and I just don't have enough power right now during the days to take 3 or 4 hours to do editing, and then I won't have the power that I need for the night to do the live shows. And so I wanted to get on here and do a quick video. It's not going to be any editing. This is going to be one cut because I'm getting questions from people who have started, following my advice. And some people, are messaging me and they're saying, hey, I lost 6-7 pounds in the first couple of weeks, doing really pretty good, maybe overexcited. And then there's people who are saying, hey, I'm walking 5 miles a day and I'm not losing any weight and I'm cutting my meals down and all these kind of things. And so I wanted to address this because it's important that you listen to me, because if not, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to take a lot of time and you're going to end up failing. 95% of all weight loss diet plans fail. By the way, it's hot here right now. It's almost 100 degrees. It's going to be 100 degrees today. I don't have air conditioning because I live off grid. That's why I'm a little glistening. I ran down here to do this video real quick because I want to help. And so I'm going to push this up there. I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. One of the biggest mistakes people make, or the biggest mistake people make when they decide they want to lose weight, is they're earnest and they really want to do it. And so they start moving, they start exercising, which is great. They start walking like I've asked you to do, which is great. And the second thing they do is they cut their meal sizes. They cut their food intake. And then at some point they say, I'm not losing any weight. I want to get the science out of the way first. The science is important because there are people on YouTube that don't know what they're talking about, who are going to say things and it's going to get you confused. All right. It's calories in and calories out. No matter what anybody says, people will use those terms and they'll say it's not calories in, calories out. They'll deny it. The second law of thermodynamics is a law of reality. All right. It's not called the second suggestion of thermodynamics. All right. If you consume fewer calories than it takes for your body to maintain your weight, you're going to lose weight. There's 2 ways that your calories are being affected according to this BunkFit plan. You are moving more, you are exercising, and you are walking, which is going to burn more calories. Secondarily, you're supposed to be operating at a caloric deficit, which I've asked you to do and I've talked about on the video. We're just getting the science out of the way. If you are operating at a caloric deficit, you cannot gain weight or stay the same weight. It can't happen. All right. Calories are a measure of energy. All right. Fat is stored energy. If you are burning more calories than you are taking in, your body is going to go get those calories that it needs somewhere else. And it's going to do it from fat, possibly for some muscle too. And what it's going to do is it's going to burn those, which means you are going to lose. You cannot maintain your weight and you cannot gain weight when you're at a caloric deficit. It's impossible. All right, so I just want to get the science out of the way because there's a problem. People will rightfully say, I am exercising and I am eating less food and I'm not losing weight. Food does not equal calories. All right. Food is just a term for the things that we intake. Some food has very little body, very little bulk, and has a ton of calories. Some food has a lot of bulk, is very filling, takes up a lot of space, and has very few calories. The fact that you're eating less food is not the point. All right. So I want to read this question. and then we're going to analyze it. I'm discouraged. I've been walking at a fast pace every day for 5+ miles. Good job. And I haven't lost any weight for more than a week. As a matter of fact, I'm 1.5 pounds up from where I bottomed out. I'm cutting back calories as you specified, or making do with what my wife makes by smaller portions. Everything from my lower back down hurts, and I'm about to give up on it. Any advice? Yes. You said you were eating fewer calories, but then you corrected it and you said you were just eating smaller portions. By the way, when you hear somebody on Facebook or somebody say portion control is the answer, portion control is not the answer. Here's your problem, and here's the problem with most people when they get into a diet or into trying to lose weight. They go out and they're earnest, and they go out and they exercise, and they go out and they eat less food, and they're hungry. Here's the problem. You're hungry. You're hungry. I'm willing to bet you are not properly measuring your calories. You have to measure your calories. I gave you that way to figure out that median average of how many calories you were burning before. And you should be measuring your calories every day. At some point, when you get really good at this and you do it for a long time and you're eating the right foods and you know what foods to eat, then you don't have to count calories. But right now, you have to count calories. It's not enough to eat the same foods you were eating before and just to eat less of it. All right? Because you don't know. In this case, you said you're eating the food that your wife makes. Some women are eating food their husband makes. Some people are eating food that they make. The amount of calories is important. You have to measure it, all right? If you just cut the size of what you're eating, you're going to be hungry. Then you're going to eat more, and your mind is going to lie to you. Your mind's going to go, I'm just really, really hungry, and I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to eat something that's really good. I'm going to eat some peanuts, right? It's an empty deal of peanuts. It's because I left it up here because I used to do that all the time. Peanuts are huge high in fat and calories. They are good in protein. But I used to come down here after I worked my ass off and after I did everything I was supposed to do, and I was so freaking hungry, and I was down here at the office, and I would eat a ton of these because I convinced myself that it was just protein and was going to help me. Serving size. 1 ounce is 180 calories. You are not going to eat 1 ounce of these. 1 ounce is like what you could pour in your hand. When you're hungry and you've allowed yourself to get really, really hungry, you come down here, you're going to eat this whole thing. There are 16 servings in this. Let's say you ate a third of it. I should have said a quarter of it. Let's just say you eat 4 ounces of this. That is 720 calories. 720 calories. And that's what's happening, I guarantee you. See, my sweat mark's getting bigger. You get hungry and you go and eat a bunch of stuff, and then you lie to yourself and you act like you didn't eat it, or you don't count those calories, or you think you're going to take it off tomorrow, or you're going to work a little faster, or you're going to work a little harder. The problem is you're letting yourself get hungry. The food that you eat has to change. And we're going to talk a lot about that. But you need to be eating more food with less calories. You can't just eat the same food you were eating before. All right? Let's take a salad, for example. A package of salad that you buy at the store, one of those bags, right? It's about 35 calories. But there's a lot of food in there. There's a lot of food in there. If you add a tomato, or some cherry tomatoes, and you add some peppers and all that, maybe you got 45 calories. All right? Add some chicken in there, add some protein, add some hamburger meat or something. Now, maybe you're at 150, 160, maybe 200 calories, right? And it's a bowl. It's a bowl that big. Now's the point. You can have regular ranch dressing, which is what you're putting on your salad, or you can have a no calorie dressing like Walden Foods no calorie ranch that tastes like ranch. If I eat it with my Walden's no calorie ranch, I'm getting a 200 calorie meal that is going to fill me up. It fills my stomach up. It expands it so I'm full. For only 200, 250 calories. Say it's 300. That's nothing. That's less than 2 ounces of peanuts. All right? The trick is you got to eat better. You got to eat more food with less calories. I would give you some advice. If you just can't wait for my recipes to come out, follow on YouTube Greg Doucette, Doucette, and Remington James. You can spell that one. Will Tennyson. Those 3 guys. You're going to learn more about cooking delicious, full meals with less calories, with fewer calories, all right? If you are saying out there and you're saying, I'm exercising more and I'm eating less calories, fewer calories, and I'm gaining weight or I'm staying the same weight, that's not true. I don't care what people say about, oh, my hormones or my cortisol or whatever it is. It's just not true. You're doing something. You need to cut your calories more maybe, but increase the amount of bulk that you're eating. Or you need to move more. But if you're operating at a caloric deficit, it's impossible for your it's like saying my car just keeps running. I didn't put any gas in it, but it just keeps running. It's been running and running and running and running and running, and I never put any gas in it. You know how many people are going to believe that story? I've been running it for 3 months, and I've never put any gas in it. The second law of thermodynamics is a law. You can't break it. If you're burning more calories than you're intaking, you're going to lose weight. You got to do it carefully and you got to do it smart, which is what we're going to do. All right. So pay attention to what I'm saying. If you're not eating the right foods and you're not measuring your calories, which is probably what's happening, and then you're getting hungry and you're taking a day or you're taking an evening and you're binging on stuff that you maybe think's good for you, but it's not. You got to count those calories, man. You got to make sure that you're taking care of business. All right. All right, guys. I hope this helps. Leave your comments and questions in the description, and I'll be, Lord willing, I'll have another bunk fit video out real soon.